Guys, stop flexing your ROAS of 2 or your ROAS of 2.4. Like guys, I see this every motherfucking day. A lot of you guys that are only focusing on the ads level, only focusing on, okay, how can I get my CPC down? How can I get my CPA down? But that's not something that you should focus on. Why? Like a lot of you guys are still selling like products of maybe 40 euros, 50 euros. And when you do the calculation, you don't get much profit out of it, right? Like you of course have like the ads, like, and sometimes you make some mistakes. Maybe you're in the US, so it's even harder to get a low CPA. Secondly, you have your COGs, you have your refunds, you have your transaction fees, you have a lot of costs, right? But a lot of people only focus on ads. They only focus on like, okay, how can I get my CPC down? How can I get my CPA down? But they don't focus on like the math equation, right? They don't focus on how can I get a specific number higher than my competition. And guys, in this video, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to stop trying to scale your ads until you fix this one number. So make sure to watch till the end to get as much sauce out of this video as possible. So let's get right into it. So guys, what number are we going to focus on? We're going to focus this video on the number AOV. Guys, you can imagine if you're only selling products of 50 euros. You have, for example, maybe a low margin because, you know, like you have a higher CPA these days. Maybe you will get 5 euro profit out of a revenue of 50 euros. That way you're not going to be profitable. You know, like this day and age, it's really important to get at least a ×2 AOV around 100 euros. This way, more money to spend on ads way means you can outcompete your competition, means you will get more profitable once you scale past your competition. And what's really important is to hire your AOV. The moment you really focus on AOV, focus on milking out your customers to like scale higher, that's the moment you really start to make money. So let's focus on the first thing. First, like what's really important is a lot of you guys are still like focusing on product pages. You really should move this to collection pages, and not only just collection page. Like it's really important, guys, that people need to start buying more. They also need to get, you know, like stacking discounts. So maybe they buy 2, they get 15% off. Maybe they buy 3, they get an additional 20% off. They need to get rewarded for buying more. The moment you start building out collection pages out of your winners, the moment you start building collection pages entirely from scratch from similar products, is the moment that you guys are started to making money, because people are getting also rewarded for buying more. On average, they will buy, for example, 2 items, so means it will probably be around already 75 euros. So that's already an increase of 50%. It's already an increase of 50% on your average order value, and that's really important, guys. So for example, like what's really important here is to already indeed have that stacking discount here. How you should build out your collection page is the following. Like first, you have your header, right? You have your header with your logo. Secondly, you have an announcement bar where you're saying your sale, where you're talking to your customer like, okay, buy 2 get 15, buy 3 get 20% off, and that kind of stuff. Here, you immediately build out a banner. You build more a visual so the people will understand it way better. So it can be a visual of you know, like the owner of your store. It can be a visual of some random people and say like, okay, I'm having, for example, a summer sale, buy 2 get an additional 50% off, buy 3 get 20, etc, etc. Like that's really important. Below that banner, we always build out our collection page the following. We want here, like below the banner, we want like a scrolling part. And what do I mean with a scrolling bar? Like where you can, for example, select, okay, here, for example, you say sandals. Here, you, for example, say shoes. Here, you, for example, say sweaters. Here, you should say, for example, jackets. And they can also scroll to all the types of products that you basically sell on your site. And what is this going to do? First, you're going to send people to a page where they're getting additional stacking discounts, right? And you're sending people to so many SKUs, because now not only they can buy sweaters, they can also buy jackets, they can also buy sandals, they can also buy shoes. So for example, when spring comes, they can buy a lot of things. Like they can buy sandals, they can buy cardigans, they can buy boots, they can buy dresses, they can buy sets, they can buy a lot of things. And when you combine that with that additional discount with, for them, having access to a lot of SKUs is going to make sure, guys, that guys, believe me, your AOV will increase overnight. Like it will literally skyrocket. So make sure to do so. Besides that, like a collection page is quite simple, right? You have, products here and there. Also make sure, by the way, in your collection pages to have some visual urgency. So for example, that your sale is maybe only 1 week left, or maybe it already ends tonight. Also, for example, your 4th product, maybe your 5th product is, for example, sold out. All these kind of things are making sure that the urgency is high, the sale is good, they have access to a lot of SKUs, and that is going to make sure that your AOV will be high. And why? Like they need to feel some urgency as well. They need to get first a proper sale with the right amount of urgency, and they will buy more. So make sure to do so, guys. Like this is just a really good example of how your collection page should be built. Okay, so make sure to do so. Secondly, to build your AOV structure out, we're going to the cart drawer. So your cart drawer, right? What's really important is when you have your cart drawer, again, you should have something with urgency. So for example, you can say, okay, sale ends tonight. You can say something like, okay, congrats, you have the last kind of stock. And you should really, like visually show people like, okay, you have, for example, so much discount. And that's really important because, for example, like some teams don't really have that like visually, but make sure to have it really visual. So they can really see like, okay, for example, this is the last stock I got, or the sale is ending tonight. I got so much in discount. And guys, you can also add something like, for example, a shipping protection of €2.95, which again increases your AOV overnight. And it's also free profit, like that €3 is just free as profit. So make sure to do so. And guys, these are already a lot of things that you can do before the customer even purchase, right? To maximize your AOV, to maximize your chances for them to buy more. But what's also really important, guys, is the moment, the moment they bought, then you need to upsell them in the right way. So we always do the following. We always work with the app coaching upsell. We always work with that app. And we're going to upsell the customer in 3 ways. First, we're going to say to them like, okay, hey, here you have similar items and you'll get an additional 20% off. The moment they decline that, they get a downsell to 30% off for also similar items. Let's say they agree, again, they will get another upsell. And let's say they agree, they also get another upsell of 30% here. Like guys, this is going to make sure that your revenue per customer only increases. So your average revenue per customer, for example, increases by €15. And that makes a huge difference in terms of your AOV. And what's the key to this, guys? Key to this is to make good upsells for each collection page you have. Like let's say you say like, okay, similar products as an order. Like, okay, then you're going to upsell the exact same product. But what's really important is like, let's say you have a dresses collection. You need to upsell them in a way that they get, similar kind of dress, like a similar kind of collection, but not the same ones, so they can buy more. Like they're basically, guys, like they're basically getting redirected inside of your own collection page. And that's really important because they're already familiar with that collection page and they might buy more because of the good discount. And it's also another dress, but you really need to watch out for this. The moment you start the moment you start upselling the same products, then also your refund rate will increase. Because for example, they buy the same kind of products and then they're going to email you like, okay, I want to cancel the more expensive one, I want to keep the cheapest one, right? But that's not how it works, of course. So that's also why you need to build it out per collection, per like specific kind of product that you're selling, so they also get different, for example, dresses, right, that they can buy. And that's really important. So when you combine these kind of things, so with the upselling part, with how you build out your collection page, how you build out your cart drawer, like this is already going to make sure that, like your AOV will be like 90 or €100. This is so fucking key, guys. The moment you start doing this is the moment you start making more money overnight, means you can also spend more money on ads, means you're going to outcompete the competition. And that's what it takes these days to be profitable and to scale high. So that's really important. And last but not least, guys, we're going to talk about email flows and email campaigns. Like the moment they bought, they need to be informed of where their order is, of course. But also you should have a lot of flows, like abandoned cart flows. A customer join back flow, a browse abandonment flow, a welcome series flow. That you should have everything in place so they buy a second time on your site, so their lifetime value increases as well. We also use email campaigns, but that's only recommended when you already have at least 3,000 orders on your site, so you have 3,000 customer profiles at least. Guys, besides flows, we always use email campaigns as well, but that's most of the time only recommended when you already have 3,000 profiles in Klaviyo customers, so you can also retarget them. This is really key, guys, because we are sending out a lot of emails because of the flows, and we're also sending at least 2 times a week email campaigns out to all the profiles that we have in our Klaviyo, at least 2 times a week. So which means because we retarget them so much, we also have like conversion rates on that, right? And which means quite a good amount of customers will buy a second time, maybe will even buy a third time, which means our LTV increases, which means we can spend more money on ads because our average customer spends, for example, 120 or 140 euros, right? Let's say you want to target for a ROAS 3 and then you have a margin of, for example, 35%. Then you know, like, okay, you can at least spend 40, 50 euros on ads to achieve 1 customer acquisition and you will still be profitable. And that's what you need to focus on these days, guys. Like, Meta is not only a platform to just advertise and push your ads out and just scale a bit. No, you should think of it like, okay, it's a platform to buy customers, right? It's an acquisition platform and it's a bidding, right? It's a bidding war with your competition. So you should have an AOV and an LTV as high as possible so you can spend more money for 1 customer, still be profitable and push your ads higher. Because for example, like let's say you're selling something of 50. For a ROAS 3, maybe you can spend 70 euros. But for example, I can spend 40 euros and still be more profitable than you. So I can push my ads way higher than your ads, which means I'm going to scale to, for example, this level and you're going to scale to this level, competing with a lot more fishes in the market here that are on the same budget as you. But I'm here on, for example, 1 campaign on the budget of 4 or 5k, means there's way less competition here, means also my ROAS. Of course, when you scale, your ROAS will decrease a bit, but like there comes a moment when you scale that high that your competition decreases, means your ROAS will go up again. And that's really important. And this is the point where you're starting to make real money. Like less competition, better margins, high volume, good AOV. That's, guys, when you're starting to make real money in this game. So guys, please stop trying to scale your ads until you fix your AOV and your LTV structure, because that's key in this game and that's how you scale further. So guys, the days that you just find like 1 random product, you slap it on the website and you call it a day, guys, that's gone. You should focus less on your ads and focus more on your AOV. Like, see Facebook really as a bidding and acquisition platform and focus more on building out your AOV and LTV structure so you can also spend more money on ads, get more customers in and get more profit in as well, and out-compete your competition, because like that's really important in this game, especially for example when you're in selling in USA or in other markets as well. So guys, please do me a favor, stop talking 24/7 only about your ads and about scaling. Please make sure to focus on your AOV structure and your LTV structure first before you even come to me about scaling, guys. And guys, if you want to learn more about AOV, LTV, backend structures, front-end structures, everything about how I do and how I scale beyond 30k days, make sure to check out my inner circle down below in the description, or you can also check out my free community as well. So make sure to do so, guys, and then I see you guys in the next video. Ciao.